Most doctors, dietitians and nutritionists stress the importance of consuming plenty of natural whole foods, especially organic fruits and vegetables. But what if I told you that the plant foods that we find in our stores today are neither natural nor organic? Here are some examples of plant foods that have been genetically modified and engineered by humans beyond recognition. Cucumber. Believe it or not, wild cucumbers used to be inedible. They were so toxic that eating just one could be fatal. They were more oval and possessed sharp needle-like spikes, the inside containing very large seeds. Cucumbers have since been modified and bred to be much larger, containing smaller seeds and no spikes. The modern cucumber is a classic example of a man-made fruit. Carrots. Carrots are a popular root vegetable best known for its source of beta-carotene, which also gives carrots their orange colour. However, carrots didn't always used to be so big, sweet, or colourful. They were in fact inedible pale roots that tasted very bitter and contained hardly any carotenoids. Almonds. Almonds produced today are generally a sweet tasty snack, unlike their wild natural ancestors that were bitter and poisonous. Once ingested, a compound called amygdalin is released and breaks down into several chemicals, one being benzaldehyde, giving the almond its bitter taste, and another being cyanide, a deadly poison. Just 50 wild almonds would contain enough cyanide to kill a fully grown adult. Peaches. Peaches, as we know them today, don't even closely resemble their wild natural ancestors. They used to be a small, sour, cherry-like fruit with a huge pit making up 35% of the entire fruit. Over the course of about 3,000 years, humans have slowly but surely bred peaches to be extra large and sweet, with the stone making up just 10% of the total fruit. Avocados. Before humans got their hands on avocados, they used to be very small and contained a huge seed, taking up most of the fruit. Nowadays, we can produce avocados to have 10 times more fruit, with a sweeter, creamier taste. Bananas. This popular fruit enjoyed by many people around the world didn't used to be so sweet or even edible. They were much smaller in size, very bitter, and consisted mostly of toxic seeds. Through hybridization, cultivators have produced bananas to be larger, sweeter, and containing tiny seeds. Cruciferous vegetables. Brassicas, also known as cruciferous vegetables, are some of the most cultivated vegetables on the planet. But did you know that their parent species was a wild mustard plant? Selective breeding allowed the many varieties of flowers, buds, stems, and leaves to even exist. Like all edible plants these days, they are all man-made. Now I thought I'd allow the audience to hazard a guess as to which natural fruit this one is. Anyone? Yep, you guessed it, it's an eggplant. Or as we label it here in the UK, an aubergine. They used to be small and pale in colour, usually white, yellow or red. Eggplant simply got its name due to the fact that the white ones looked like eggs. As you've probably guessed, these were extremely bitter and totally inedible. Corn. The corn we eat today has significantly grown in size due to human engineering. Corn's earliest ancestor was a plant called teosinte, which was grown in Mexico and looked a lot like grass. It was a very small and slender plant and didn't possess many kernels. With thousands of years of artificial selection, corn has become much larger, sweeter, and now has lots of softer kernels. We simply made the inedible edible. Watermelon. Watermelons are a highly cultivated fruit all around the world with over 1,000 available varieties. But this huge modern fruit didn't always used to be so big, sweet, or colourful. The wild watermelon was closer to an apple in size and had an extremely bitter taste. It was also pale green in colour and not bright red like we see today. It's thought to be the Egyptians that first began to selectively breed watermelons to be more edible. It may go without saying, but all of the plants we eat today have been tampered with. Humans have modified, hybridized, and engineered these foods to be more edible. Now they are noticeably larger, sweeter, and more colourful. So the next time you walk down the produce aisle, understand that none of these foods are natural or organic, and they were never ever available all year round like they are in modernity. It's also worth mentioning that plants are full of natural defence chemicals. Many can be significantly lowered during the cooking process, but with breakfast grains and fruits, we're eating them as they come. Anti-nutrients like lectins, oxalates, tannins, phytates, saponins, and goitrogens deplete key nutrients required for optimal health. They're also known to cause inflammation throughout the body. For example, 80% of kidney stone sufferers can thank plants like leafy greens, potatoes, and fruits for their symptoms. People who choose to eat cereal in the morning are actually eating glyphosate. Not such a great start to the day. Though animal fats have been villainized over the years, fatty cuts of red meat, whole pastured eggs, wild oily fish, and whole dairy products are a far healthier choice. Not only do these foods offer you all the essential nutrients, they're also devoid of sugar and anti-nutrients. Grass-fed ruminant animals are not toxic like plants are. They're also available all year round. Nitrogen-15 stable isotope testing reveals exactly what humans have eaten throughout our history. 80% fatty animal products, mostly from ruminant animals, that's red meat, and 20% roots and tubers with some seasonal nuts and berries. The plants we did eat merely supported our diet in times of unsuccessful hunting. After all, there's no cave paintings of salads. I do hope you enjoyed watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.